WORLDVIEW presents 8 ways to control your emotions. The power of not reacting. Do you have a quick temper and get worked up over trivial matters? If this is the case, you must learn to regulate your emotions. It's easy to get caught up in all the chaos in a world full of stressful circumstances. However, by becoming aware of your emotions and learning to control them, you can regain control of your life and make good changes for the future. In this video, you'll learn how to control your emotions and what to do in stressful circumstances. Number 1. Recognize what triggers your emotions. Identifying your emotional triggers is the first move toward emotional control. Things that make you furious or upset are emotional triggers. They can range from particular people, memories, and locations to specific words and even smells. Because we all have different triggers, this takes some introspection and self-reflection. However, understanding what causes your emotions will help you control them more effectively rather than reacting in anger. Number 2. Don't suppress your emotions. You may believe that suppressing your emotions will help them go out, yet this is not the case. The secret to controlling your feelings is regulation rather than repression. Regulating your emotions entails accepting that you've got intense emotions and knowing how to handle them in a healthy manner, such as by expressing them or jotting them down. Repressing your emotions entails avoiding or ignoring your feelings and acting that you aren't concerned about something when in reality you do. This can contribute to an accumulation of negative emotions and, eventually, anger. Number 3. Use I instead of you. When you're activated, your feelings may be running high. But remember that the words you use can either help or hurt the situation. It's simple to express words like "you consistently do this" or "you never heed" if somebody states or does a thing you don't like. However, making such statements is likely to elicit anger and defensive behavior from the other individual. So, rather than blaming others for your emotions, accept responsibility and recognize how you feel. Instead of saying, "You are always late," state, "I am disturbed if you are late because it gets me concerned about your safety." This keeps the conversation centered on how you feel rather than making conclusions about the other individual's conduct. Number 4. Take a few deep inhalations. Take a moment to relax and settle yourself whenever you discover yourself becoming excessively agitated so that you don't respond in a way that you'll rue later. When you're angry, upset, or frustrated, one of the most effective methods to calm down is to breathe. This is especially helpful if you're feeling stressed out. Getting 3 to 4 lengthy breaths calms the brain and relieves stress, allowing you to unwind and feel more in control of your feelings. Number 5. Seek clarification before assuming. Assuming assumptions about other people's actions or motives without being completely certain of them can lead to some explosive situations. Assumptions are risky since they depend on insufficient knowledge. If you create an assumption and then overreact, the other individual may feel threatened and overreact as well. Don't jump to conclusions the next time somebody says or does anything you disagree with or simply don't understand. Instead, before developing a view about their remark or action, ask clarifying questions. This will help them to clarify themselves more clearly, allowing you both to completely comprehend each other's positions and go on productively. Number 6. Compassion. When your emotions get the best of you, you could get carried away by them instead of remaining rational about what's going on around you. This is particularly relevant in the case of a difficult circumstance involving another individual. However, having the capacity to empathize with other people is critical if you wish to regulate your emotions when things become heated. And this necessitates putting oneself in a similar position and viewing the problem from their point of view. As difficult as it may be occasionally, you must remember that everyone has issues and challenges. They could be having a difficult day or dealing with a personal challenge. You might not always agree with a person's conduct or ideas, but developing empathy for them will enable you to respond more effectively. Number 8. Take a break. Take a break if you've done all and are still having trouble controlling your emotions. It's a good method for avoiding overreacting and settling conflict. It allows you to calm down and reflect regarding what you'd like to convey and how you want to express it before returning with more clarity of thought. This is especially useful if another person makes you feel offended or defensive. Spending a few moments alone can assist to relieve some of the stress before returning to the conversation. Remember that by not reacting, You provide space for others to respond. Even if someone is attempting to elicit a reaction from you, you can always pick your attitude and how you receive information. You have power over your emotions as well as how they influence your behavior. This implies that if someone attempts to get beneath your skin, it is finally up to you to decide if the situation will elicit an emotional response from you. If you're finding value in this video, please show your support by liking it and subscribing to our channel. It helps us keep creating awesome content for you. Thanks for watching.